Hello there, this is Eagles Concept and Consultancy. How has your day been? Today we'll be treating factors and multiples, and we'll be doing highest common factor HCF. So I'll be breaking it down for you in simple terms. Let's begin. Welcome back. Okay, so here is highest common factor HCF. First, you have to understand what a factor is. Okay, a factor is a number that can divide another number without a remainder. A factor divides another number without a remainder. So what do we mean by highest common factor? We know what a factor is. So what is common factor? Now, you may be given two numbers. For instance, let's say 24 and 36. Okay, so the factors of 24 are those numbers that can divide 24 without a remainder. The factors of 36 are those numbers that can divide 36 without a remainder. Now, common factors between 24 and 36 are those factors that can divide both 24 and 36 without a remainder. That's what we mean by common factor, the factor that is common between them. Therefore, what is highest common factor? Highest common factor is that those factors that are common between 24 and 36, which is the highest one, the highest factor that can divide 24 and 36 without a remainder. Okay, so let's treat this. What is the highest factor of 24 and there's the highest common factor of 24 and 36. So the first thing we will do is we have to find all the factors of 24. Then the next thing, we will find all the factors of 36. And then we'll find the factors that are common between them before we pick out the highest common factor. All right, so let's go. First, we'll find the factors of 24. The factors of 24 include those factors 1 and 24 are factors of 24. So the best way to do this is those two numbers that can multiply themselves to give you 24, they are factors. 24 is a multiple of those two numbers. So we'll start with 1. 1 times 24, 1 times 24 gives us 24. So 24 is equal to 1 times 24. 1 and 24 are factors of 24. The next one we use 2. Can 2 divide 24? Yes. So 2 times 12 are factors, right? The next one is 3. Can 3 divide 24? Yes. So 3 times what? 3 times 8 is 24. What about 4? Can 4 divide 24? 4 can. 4 can divide 24 without a remainder. So we use 4. 4 times what? 4 times 6 is 24. What about 5? 5 cannot divide 24 without a remainder. Then we move to 6. Can 6 divide 24 without a remainder? Yes, but we have it here already. 4 times 6 is 24. So that means we have come to the end of all the factors. So we'll bring it out. What are the factors of 24? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Now we do the same for 36. 36. All the factors of 36, we start with 1. 1 times 36 is 36. 2 can divide, so 2 times 18 is 36. How about 3? 3 can divide 36 without a remainder. 3 times 12 is 36. How about 4? Can 4 divide 36 without a remainder? Yes. 4 times 9 is 36. What about 5? Can 5 divide 36 without a remainder? No, 5 can't. What about 6? 6 can. 6 times 6 is 36. We already have 6 times 6, 36. Okay, so that means we have come to the end of it. 7 cannot divide, 8 can divide, 9 can, and so we have 9 here, and that is it. So we bring out all the factors of 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. These are all the factors of 24, and these are all the factors of 36. Now we'll find the ones that are common. What are the common factors? So the common factors of 24 and 36 would be 1 is common between them, so we have 1. 2 is common between them, so we have 2. 3 is common between them, we have 3. What about 4? 4 is common, we have 4. 6 is common, we have 6. Right? What else? 8 is not common, 9 is not common, 12 is common. Okay? And the next thing that is common here, that's all. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are the common factors of 24 and 36. Remember, what we are looking for is the highest common factor. So now that we have the common factors of 24 and 36, we just pick the highest one. And what is the highest? The highest one is 12. So the highest common factor will be 12. And that brings us to what? The answer of 24 and 36. The highest common factor of 24 and 36 is 12. But when you look at this, you find out that this is a little bit time consuming and cumbersome. You find out that you have to first of all look for all the factors of 24, and then you look for all the factors of 36, and then you start looking for the common factor before you pick the highest common factor. I have another way, a simpler method to get your highest common factor easily. So let us treat this. We already know that the highest common factor is 12, right? So let's do it with the easier method. Okay, so we have find the HCF of 24 and 36. All we need to do is just draw a tabular form like this. 24 and 36, right? Good. Now what we'll do is we'll start dividing. We'll look for the factor. First of all, we start with the smallest factor that can divide both 24 and 36 without the remainder. The smallest factor apart from 1. The smallest factor that can divide both 24 and 36 without the remainder, it must be able to divide both. If it can't divide both, then we don't need it, okay? So the first one is 2. We start with 2. That 2, you put it here. 2 go in 24 is 12. And 2 going 36 is 18. This means how many 2's can we find in 24? 12. How many 2's can we find in 36? 18. Good. Now we won't stop here. We can still find out that 2 can still divide both. 2 is still a factor of 12 and 18. So we use 2 again to divide, to go in. 2 go in 12 is 6, and 2 go in 18 is 9. Okay? We wouldn't stop here because there's still a common factor between 6 and 9. Of course, 2 cannot divide both 6 and 9. 2 can divide 6, but we cannot divide 9. So we won't use 2 anymore. We'll use that factor that can divide both 6 and 9, and that is 3. So we use 3 to divide 6 and 9. 3 go in 6 is how many? 2. And 3 go in 9 is 3. Here we have 2 and 3. There is no common factor between 2 and 3. So this is the end of it. All we need is these numbers we use to divide. That's all we need. Our answer will come from here. We'll just multiply all these numbers. 2 times 2 times 2. And that gives us what? 2 times 2 times 3. And that gives us 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So 12 is our highest common factor. Wow. Let's treat one more example so that we'll know if this is truly correct. Let's look at the highest common factors of 20 and 24. HCF of 20 and 24. So we use this method, this easier method, 20 and 24. We use the least common factor of 20 and 24, which is 2. 2 go in 20 is 10, right? And 2 go in 24 is 12. 2 can still divide. 2 is still a factor of 10 and 12. So we use 2 again. 2 go in 10 is 5, and 2 go in 12 is 6. Now 5 and 6 do not have a common factor. So this is where we end. All we need is these two numbers. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So the highest common factor of 20 and 24 is 4. Awesome. I really enjoyed my time today. I don't know about you. I hope you did. That is just the simplest way to treat highest common factor. Go to any exam and you'll smash it. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and please comment. Share this video, hit the notification button. Alright, I love you, but God loves you most. See you in my next video. Bye.